Satnam Aloha. So I thought I would do a short video on the importance of authenticity, of being your authentic self, and what you should be focusing on during this time. So there was an experiment where scientists triggered people into emoting certain emotions, and then they measured the frequencies that came off of these people. So they were able to measure such things as fear and anger and sadness and anxiety and pride and guilt and apathy, shame, compassion, love, and even joy. And do you know what the most powerful frequency was? Well, you think that it would be love. No. The most powerful frequency was authenticity. The frequency of authenticity is more powerful than love. So most people on this planet, they're not their authentic self, right? They're actually empty containers for other people's desires, other people's expectations, and the conditioning that they received. And especially during this age of 0 to 7 years old is when we're in a theta state. And this really determines who we will become. So, and look at those years, we're sent off to school where we receive a lot of our conditioning. So living in your authentic self, living in authenticity, this is your vibrational truth. So why is authenticity so important? Well, the formula for success in the Piscean age, and even the cross of planning from 1615 to 2027, was all about sacrificing your authenticity for the good of your family and community. You were rewarded for being the best not self you could be, right? You were rewarded for imitating people, how they did it, blindly following other people in their footsteps, basically looking for power outside of yourself, and then giving your power away. The world supported this approach to life. And now everything is changing and shifting. We're moving into a world of authenticity. You will be rewarded for being yourself by being authentic. You'll be energetically protected and kept safe by your authenticity. You will align with prosperity through your authenticity. You will be tapped into your spiritual gifts when you are in your authenticity. And authenticity is not a script, it's a frequency. So to be authentic, to be your authentic self is to live in the present moment. It's to live in the present moment. And this is challenging for most people because most of us live in the past. We don't even realize it. As a humanity, we presently experience life through our mind. This is the mental awareness system, right? That we're currently moving into an emotional awareness system, right? And then moving into the solar plexus mutation in 2027 that morphs into spirit awareness, which is frequency vibration. So the apparatus of the mind, why we live in the past, is the apparatus of the mind is either thinking about the past or projecting the past into the future. So the sleeping phoenix global cycle that starts in 2027 and goes till 2438 demands that we live in the present moment as ourselves in order to thrive. The world will no longer support strategy and focus and living in the future, living in the past. It's not. It's going to only support that you live in your present moment, and that means to be in your authentic frequency, right? So otherwise, we fall victim to following the crowd, and we continue to live as not self with other not selves, and we're living through the mind, and we miss out on this great awakening through the solar plexus mutation. So your authenticity is your unique frequency that you were born with in the womb, right? In the womb. And when you were born, you moved from experiencing life through frequency to experiencing life through the emotional body, and that's from 0 to 7 years old. So after 7 years old, you experience life through the mental body, and became much more dominant in your experience. And then the teenage years and young adulthood was the physical body became more dominant, and this is the attachment to the body and attachment to the Maya. So you can see here the evolution of the pathway of awareness takes us from the physical all the way back to frequency. And remember the age of Aquarius. Aquarius rules frequency. It's not the water bear. It looks like a water bear, but it's an air sign, Aquarius. Those little squiggly lines, that's frequency. This is our future. It's all about frequency, vibration. So we've done a lot of work with the physical body. We've got trauma therapies, we got physical therapies up the yin-yang, massage, all these alternative healing modalities. We've got food as medicine, etc. We've done a lot of work with the physical. Then the mental body, we've done tons of work here, like changing our belief patterns and affirmations and subconscious mind programming and hypnosis, and then accumulating spiritual knowledge, even astrology and human design, to understand where our traumas came from. But still, we can do all of this work, right? And still not feel healed. Still, the old dynamics are coming up, creating conflict in our relationship. Still, the body pains come up, the mysterious illnesses, the anxiety, the panic attacks, the stress, the mental health, still there, right? Why? Well, we haven't gone to the very root. We haven't gone to the cause, which is the emotional, right? It's the emotional body, or the astral body, that we have to go through to go to frequency, vibration. So you won't heal until your authentic frequency releases, and it's trapped under the emotional body like a frozen lake. So your authentic frequency will bring you, your mind and your body and your life, back into alignment. So the emotional body, or the astral body, has to melt away, and it doesn't happen through the mind. We need energetic techniques, we need meditation, we need group consciousness, we need compassion, we need patience, and we need to be brave enough to go back to those first 7 years. That's the inner work that we must do right now. And all those memories, because this is what you're melting away, the memories are held in the emotional body. They're not stories, they're not mental stories, they're emotional. It's an emotional frequency that moves at a slow rate, right? So human design and astrology, definitely a tool, number one tool, because it gives you the effects of your authentic frequency. It shows you the conditions that you needed in the womb in those first 7 years, right? In those first 7 years. So, like, it's like soil, right? Like it's like the kind of soil, the amount of water and the sunlight a seedling needs in order to blossom. So you too have the unique conditions that you need it. So human design will show you what it looks like for you to live as your authentic self, but you still have to do this emotional body healing work, right? The emotional body, the astral body has to melt away. Otherwise, it just remains a story in your head that you strive towards and never reach, because it's the mind. You can't use the mind to do this work. You have to have a new approach to approach the emotional body. So the online retreats provide you with the right conditions. You have your unique knowledge of you, so that you can start giving to yourself what you didn't receive as a child, and this is based in your chart. So the online retreat provides a tight, energetic container that takes you out of your regular routines and becomes your focus, your complete focus and attention for the whole weekend and the rest of the week. So this is a deeply spiritual experience that keeps rippling long past the end of the retreat. And of course, you will own all the meditations and the techniques, and you'll have some real tools that you can use just in your everyday life to continue this journey back to the original self, which is a journey back to your frequency, right? So I hope to see you there, and sign up. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity, and so that you're ready for 2027 when it comes. Okay. So nam aloha, everybody. Bye-bye.